So I'm going to cook my steak in a little bit of Wagyu steak, and I was going to just have the leftover Récoltant that I have decanting from yesterday. It did absolutely open up and got more unctuous as it got air. I think it just has that delicious factor type of cab. Absolutely tastes higher quality than the $27 I'm paying for it. So I'm going to have that, but then I was like, I want something different with my steak today. I don't really just want to go with the Récoltant. I've been having it a fair amount. So I went through my wine cellar, and what I came across was, and I wanted to drink something that was sort of ready to drink. Jordan 2008 Cabernet out of Alexander Valley. So I remember when I first started drinking Jordan a long time ago. It's in the $40, $50 range. I feel like it always has. It was always like a little bit of like a mystique. Oh, you got Jordan. That's a really great one. And there's nothing wrong with it. I haven't had a lot of it recently, but I have had a number of vintages of Jordan and they've all been great. My recollection is more of a restrained style. So this is an '08, so good number of years on it. Definitely going to decant some of it. When I opened up the bottle, it had a freshness to it. Still had like a ripeness on the aroma to it. So, is there any bricking on it? A little bit. You could tell it's a little bit aged. A little bit of tertiary flavors, but you can still, the fruit is still all there. The red and dark, the dark fruit, red fruit. A little bit of dried fruit. Maybe dried flowers. See, there's some tertiary flavors. Slight earthiness. Not like a Bordeaux earthiness, but a little bit different. It just has really a fresh, vibrant aroma to it. Not overripe fruit, but fruit ready to be eaten. Smells great. Smells really great. I wonder what the alcohol is on this 2008. Really can't see it offhand. So, let's see how it tastes. Like I remember, it's definitely more of a restrained style. The tannins have blown off a little bit 13 years in later. It's almost 14. Long length. You know, there's blackberries in there and cassis for sure. It's a little bit of a leather note. Cedar note. It's like a slight leather cedar note, but not huge. So the tertiary flavors are there. The tannins have definitely mellowed. They're very smooth and silky. This is aged wonderfully. It's got a lot of class to it and elegance. It's great. I've half poured. Probably try the other half tomorrow. I do want to see how it's going to open up even more, but it's already showing me so much. Really well made wine. And again, definitely more restrained style, which I absolutely love. Just be what you are. Let the grapes and the terroir speak to what the wine should be. So, slight tart cherry, but the red and blackberry and cassis is all there. And the tannins are definitely restrained. Acid's pretty good. Medium-ish acid, medium minus acid. I did want to give this a shot. I don't really know what to do with this wine from yesterday, Xinomavro. The Greek red, that's supposed to be like Nebbiolo. The aroma got better as the night went on, but the taste was still lacking. It's got a sweeter nose to it today. A little molasses and like a sweetness to it, like a sweet cherry. Yeah, like a sweet cherry out of a jar with syrup in it. That's what the aroma is coming out. And then I kind of know that the fruit, the taste of the wine has all sour. So it's kind of crazy that the aromas are telling me one thing and I do believe the taste is going to tell me something else. touch muted. I mean, compared to the Jordan 08 cab, this unfortunately falls short in the aroma category. Same as yesterday. It's just all sour fruit. Just not my wine. Not my wine. I don't really think I can really drink all that. I won't enjoy any of that. It's a real shame to pour down a $32 bottle of wine. I don't think it's flawed. I just don't think it's very good. So, it is what it is. Give it another shot. And next to this Jordan, it just doesn't even stand up. I know they're two totally different wines, totally different grapes, two totally different parts of the world. It's supposed to be totally two different styles, and I get that, but I just can't get behind this particular red wine from Greece, unfortunately. Oh well, what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna go cook my steak now. Have a little bit more, let the Jordan actually breathe a little bit. It's decanting in my flatter decanter. Should decant a little quicker that way. More of the wine gets exposed to oxygen that way. You don't want to over decant an older wine. This isn't that old, but any wine like in the 80s and 90s, I wouldn't decant for too long, but you definitely want to get a little air into them. But the way they've been aging over time, they don't need a lot to blow off like the tannins. This is already ready to drink, very silky and easy to drink, but still has the elegance and then the flavors that it had once when it was a very young wine. And the tertiary flavors are melding into the primary flavors very, very nicely on this wine. So I wish I had more older wine. I just don't. I don't keep wines too long anymore, but I could try. There's a few in there. I was just looking. I had a Côte Rôtie from 2010, which would be nice to have. Northern Rhone, Syrah. One of the two great regions to me for Syrah, Côte Rôtie and Hermitage, very close to each other in the Northern Rhone. Côte Rôtie is not 100%. Syrah, they can intermingle, ironically, white grapes with the red to add a little aroma. Typically they do it for you. You would never know by drinking it. Absolutely tastes red and a little bit feral and black pepper, but then big and boisterous too. Syrah from the Northern Rhone is amazing. So yeah, I do have some wines that are sort of ready to go. I have an 05, I think, Hermitage that should probably get opened relatively soon, or do I wait another 5 years for Big 5-0? Who knows? We'll see. All right, that's it. I'm gonna go cook my steak. Enjoy that with this Jordan. I'll give this Greek wine another sip a little later, but I did it yesterday too. Let it sit in the bottle. Just don't think it's gonna do it. And then I'll have a little bit of the Récoltant, which I think has got a really good amount of oxygen in it since yesterday. It absolutely smells great. It's almost coming across a little caramel-like, which I love when Napa Cabs have this caramel aroma. They don't taste like caramel, but the aroma, a little bit. Like, it's got very deep, dark aromas where the Jordan's got more riper red and some dark, but not overly ripe dark. This smells like overly ripe dark fruit. Blackberries and ripe cassis. Okay, that's it. Time to cook.